Meet Steve. Steve is my robot vacuum. And Steve is an idiot.
Move the robot to a new location.
Every day, Steve goes on his little cleaning adventures. And every day, without fail, he tries to climb this. The feet of my standing fan, like he's some sort of tiny plastic mountain goat.
Move the robot.
Seriously, Steve?
Oh, Steve, you're freaking killing me.
Move the robot.
Oh my god, Steve, not again.
Move the robot. Move the robot.
I tried moving the fan, I tried rotating it, I tried blocking it with dumbbells. That actually worked, but it's hardly an elegant solution. I even tried talking to Steve.
Buddy, just go around. You have sensors. Use them.
But no, every day I hear the same little "I'm stuck" alert. Every day I have to rescue him, like he's baby Jessica who can't stop falling into the well. What, too soon? Or too old and you have no idea what that reference is? I had two options: buy a new fan, or solve this like a proper nerd with too much time on their hands. It's 3D printer time. My idea was simple. Design a clip-on guard to block the vacuum from trying to climb the fan feet. First, I measured the fan base. Then I modeled a small arc-shaped block device thing with a little tab to clip onto the bottom of the fan feet.
Move the robot.
Of course, Steve was able to get one final shot in, but let me hit print first. My first prototype broke instantly, as it just wasn't strong enough, but it allowed me to check dimensions and fit, so it did its job. Version 2 was better, but failed to account for the angle on the bottom of the fan foot. For version 3, I added an angle to the bottom to better follow the contours of the fan foot, as you can see here when I compare version 2 to version 3. Better, but the angle isn't enough, and it's still too weak. Steve 3, me 0. For version 4, I increased the angle and fattened up the bottom so I had more plastic on the weakest part, as you can see here when I compare version 3 to version 4. I found the Goldilocks zone. Snug enough to hold, strong enough to install, perfect to block the vacuum. Success! For me, part of the fun of 3D modeling and 3D printing is being able to solve real-world problems, no matter how big or small. But solving those problems with a properly elegant solution is the key. For this project, making something that was sturdy and functional was of course the most important thing. But making a product that just pops in without any additional hardware or fasteners or glue is the cherry on top. Alright, that's good to go. Alright, I'm gonna go get Steve then.
Who's Steve?
She asked, implying that ChatGPT wrote this entire script and gave our robot vacuum the pet name of Steve for some reason. Alright, let's see what you've got now, Steve. He turned away. So yeah, 3D printing isn't just for cool figurines and Satan-worshipping D&D players. Sometimes it's for saving yourself 30 seconds of daily frustration and not having to rescue Steve from his fan foot obsession. So there you have it, a proper real-world use of how amazing 3D printing truly is. Now this project was all done for a pair of Vornado 6803DC fans. Jesus, who comes up with these names? If for some odd reason you have this fan and you have this issue and also want to 3D print this part without dealing with the whole design and trial and error process like me, just let me know in the comments and I'll see about posting these online for you. Like and subscribe for more weird fixes, DIY ideas or inspiration, and general time-wasting fun.